Hello everybody, my name is Matt and welcome back to Glitchhikers, the spaces between. I hope y'all are enjoying this game as much as I am because I'm having a blast. Now, a little bit about, let's see, I think this guy's, oh, I thought he would still be on a break, but apparently he is not. We're going to get right into it. But I want to say, I think the bit rate was the issue. If you watched my video on Tuesday and I was having those issues, the bit rate when I was exporting from Lightworks was 1,000 kilobits per second, which I think is pretty low. So I upped it to 20,000 kilobits per second. So hopefully we will have a much better quality in this video. I didn't get a whole lot of chances to test it out though. So let me know if it still looks bad for you. I'll be checking in, but let me know what y'all think on your end as well. But so we're back talking with Busker. The fight for social justice is a big one. The problem is larger than a single solution. You need multiple solutions working together. And you need to recognize that issues are complex, and that progress or agitation against one kind of oppression might reinforce another form of oppression. We need to listen to each other, but also understand that we are all going to make mistakes. No effort is perfect. Rather than being perfect, we should be honest with our peers and as transparent as possible. When leaders mess up, they should be willing to take a step back from positions of power and work on themselves. I 100% agree. Some people seem to be of the idea that like if you're in a position of power and you make a mistake, you have to do everything you can to like avoid that at all costs and like pretend like it didn't happen and tell everyone else to pretend like it didn't happen, when in reality, because they think that makes you weak, but in reality, like they think the mistake makes you weak, but in reality, reacting like that makes you a weaker leader. If you can acknowledge your faults and make yourself better, that's what makes a strong leader, not being hard-headed all the time. But on the other hand, we should be willing to give people a second chance if they have really done that work to grow. And Busker, you dropping some truth. Oh, are we just going over the same thing? Okay. So, we have two paths left. The path, and not the highway, and the terminal. Now, the terminal is an interesting one because last time we figured out that there's no end to the journey. We just keep kind of walking around the airport. But at the same time, the path feels kind of special. You know, there's something about walking by yourself at night and coming across other people, as I'm assuming we're going to do. So I want to save that for the next video, which will assumedly be the last. So let's head over to the terminal and start our journey there. Whoa. Oh my god.
Welcome back. And to those just joining us, good evening.
We got WAS controls.
The top story tonight, travel delays. We have similar reports coming in from all of our affiliate stations. Everything has come to a standstill. So settle in for what appears to be a very long night, wherever you are. Your news team will be hard at work obsessively covering the story from all angles. But if I may offer some advice, instant replays will not rescue you from an ongoing crisis. There's no use fostering regret or fuming about what could have been. Whatever happens, we'll be
focused
here
on the
throughout
spaghetti.
night to keep you company. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Oh, please no. Oh, that is so weird. We got like a little path of where we've been. Chime? Okay, I'm not sure exactly what that's doing. Also playing some strange music. What is this? I'm very confused. This is quite different from all the other journeys. Whoa. Is the point to collect? Do we collect the collectibles? What in the hell? I'm so confused. Did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't. How about that? Damn it. I was trying to get a double. Alright, so... Kismet... Oh, it's all the places that we... or a bunch of the different places we passed earlier. Cool. Can I not go that way? It's illegal? Okay. Fine. Whoa. Oh. Am I going higher? Okay, I don't think I am anymore. I'm just kind of holding the button. I would like to... Boom! Whoa! There's noises that happen when I hit the... Like when I hit different things. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. What is happening? Where is everyone? Hello? Wow, I didn't mean to hit that. Is that where I'm supposed to go? Is that like my objective? Okay, well, I'm just gonna... I can't tell like if my inputs are contributing to the music or not. Huh! Oh, that was strange. But okay. Alright, well obviously, let's go back here. However it is I'm supposed to get up there. I could probably jump, I guess. Up. Oh, well there's also stairs. Okay. I guess that's cool too, man.
With that weather front holding steady, the forecast shows no sign of change. But that doesn't mean that change isn't possible. Change is inevitable, and change can come from within. Look at where you are with fresh eyes. If uncomfortable or undesired thoughts arise to cloud your way, that's okay. Though they may loom large, just bring your attention gently back to this moment. The sounds you hear, the sights you see, the movements that you make. Let go of frustration or fear, and allow thoughts to come and go, as all weather must.
Well, thank you for the forecast. I greatly appreciate that. Hit this. Is that like, are these different levels of speed boost? Because that one doesn't go very far. And then there's the 2 that seems to go farther. This is a 3. I'm very lost. This is a stark departure from everything that we've normally been doing. Oh my god. Hi, can I please talk to you? I'm getting fucking overstimulated. Hold on. I'm gonna bring that music down a little bit. There. Okay. It was a little intense. I apologize. I don't remember what I'm doing here, where I was going. I'm not going anywhere at all now. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't really like being stuck. I don't like feeling confined. It happens too often, where the world isn't designed for me. It's too bad we're stuck for the moment. I love to travel. Love seeing new places, or even seeing old ones again. Even if the place hasn't changed, I have. It means I'm always bringing a new perspective. Travel alone, mostly. That can be nice, peaceful, freeing. But there are challenges, too. What kind of challenges? These places aren't built for people like me. Even when, it's required, wheels are an afterthought. Stairs everywhere, front and center, with the elevators in the hidden back corner. Architecture can be hostile. You ever notice that? Little things make it uncomfortable, like benches without backs to lean against, or spikes on a ledge, designed to keep a certain kind of person away, or impose a particular feeling. For me, that feeling is usually frustration. You know what's accessible to everyone? Ramps. This place isn't bad, actually, other than the expanse of void. How accessible is nothingness? Maybe I'll just float away. But, yeah, challenges. I'd get lonely. I think I'd get a little lonely traveling alone, yeah. I can usually be quite content alone. I spend hours alone working on my art. I like the peacefulness of it. The quiet. But I do miss people sometimes. Friends out traveling the galaxy. Someone to share a joke with or a meal. Someone who knows when I need a distraction. Or just a smile. It's lonely out here in the void. Need any help, homie? I'm usually pretty mobile, pretty self-sufficient. I wouldn't need help if things were designed with me in mind, but there's no way my chair fits down an airplane aisle, so I have to move to their special chair just to board. Then they take my chair below, treat it like luggage. My chair is part of me. I don't like being separated from it, and the way they handle it like it's scrap metal. I feel the bruises, the scratches they leave. They try to wheel me through security too, as if I can't do it myself. Don't ever touch a person's chair without their express consent. It's part of me. So yeah, challenges. These things are my reality, things I have to live with, things I'm forced to think about every time I leave my house. There are so many problems that humans seem simply unwilling to solve. How about that? Travel could be made easier for everyone. It used to be so much more comfortable. Society could be made more accessible for everyone. Things like that make life easier for me, usually make life easier for you too, for everybody. The planet could be saved, people could be saved, if only the folks with the money and the power really wanted it. Instead, they make you think the onus is on the individual. On you, on me. It's not. Yeah, the systems in place encourage people with power not to change things. Systems are made by people too. They can change. So yeah, I throw up ramps wherever I go. Maybe it'll show people how easy it'd be to change things. Maybe some new art. Leave a mark. Proof I was here. Then travel on. I don't remember where I was going next. Let's see. Where is home? Yeah, why don't you visit your home? The whole galaxy is my home. There's more of it to see. Maybe just here is enough for now. A moment to breathe, to rest, to think, to not be faced by constant challenges. Maybe that's why we're still here. Oh, hell yeah, man. Well, let me know if you want to, hang out or something. Okay, so that was another chime thing.
You can achieve your goals by letting go. To illustrate this phenomenon, we turn to another story in the Zhuangzi. The sage's text describes an enlightened chef of great skill, Cook Ting, preparing ingredients in a dazzling display of speed and precision. As soon as the performance is finished, what was once singular and whole falls into an assortment of perfect pieces. When asked how their skill could reach such heights, Cook Ting replied, "What I care about is the way, which goes beyond skill. When I first began to use my knife, all I could see was the object I was cutting. After 3 years, I no longer saw the whole, and instead saw the pieces. But now I go with the way, and I don't see with my eyes. Perception, judging, and understanding stop, and spirit moves me where it wants. I guide the knife through the openings and trace the structures as they are, instead of focusing on how they could be. Great changes do not always require great effort, and breakthroughs are not always the result of blunt force. Trace the possibility space as it is, to find your way forward."
How about that? Oh, multiple. Hey, it's that person. Hell yeah. Can I speak to... Yeah. This one. Yeah. Oh, hey there. I was just thinking that I should try to get some work done. You know, that happens to me every time I travel. I know I'm going to have all this time in the airport and sitting on the plane, so I plan to get so much done, to be so productive. And then inevitably I end up distracted or unable to focus or just let my mind wander. Yeah, you shouldn't work all the time. Oh, I know. Even when it's just for me. I shouldn't always be pushing myself. So I try not to beat myself up when I don't get things done. I end up bringing all these things with me to do, and instead I just kind of sit, maybe talk to the plane or listen to the gossip of the airstreams over the wings. Listen to the stories the lost baggage have to tell. Look out the window and watch the map of the landscape move beneath me. Or more than that, just sit and think. My mind wanders, bouncing between thoughts, the past and the future, latching onto things, pulling up vivid images like how a song or a smell can suddenly trigger some long-distant memory. what do you think about when your mind wanders? Sometimes I'll be thinking of old memories and end up at something I'd rather not remember, too. The mind does work in weird ways. Like a waking dream, perhaps. Subconscious connections turned over by a mind trying to sort and store information. It's like my mind forces me to rest. Like it needs these times to explore itself. Does that happen to you? Yeah. All the time. Absolutely. We have to let it happen when it does. Remember that we will... Sorry. Sometimes words get jumbled. Remember that work will still be there. And in the meantime, we can use the rest. You know, as much as I approach it all with the desire to get something accomplished, I think these pauses in activity, these moments where we're allowed to step away from life, are important too. Maybe more important. In these spaces, these journeys, where time seems to move differently, we're not where we come from, but also not yet at our destination. We're removed from our normal world, our normal ideas of what needs to be done. And we can wander through our minds as we do through space, gain some mental rest, removed from the demands of normal life, forced stillness, even as we move endlessly forward. These conversations we have do the same thing. A moment away from our normal lives, a moment to let our minds wander, to consider where we are. Are you willing to let your mind go, to be in this space with me, to try something? Yeah, man. I'll try it. Okay. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to just sit and not think about anything in particular. Let your mind wander. Come back to me only when you're ready. Ooh. Okay, well, pause the video now if you'd like and do that. I think I've done it enough already today, to be honest. But yeah, so give the video a quick pause if you want to partake. Tell me, what did you think about? Let's see. When I was thinking about this stuff, we got more option. Wow. Whoa. I think what I thought about the most today was like the state of the world in light of recent events. We feel despair, we feel hope. We know it can be better, and we cherish what we do have. Our minds are wondrous and complex things, the thing that knows itself unknowable. And so we let it explore itself, explore ourselves, explore our lives and our pasts and what may come. It's important to let it wander. Wander on, my friend. These people are so sweet, man. Hey, homie, off the train, huh? There's so much space here when no one's around. Stuck here too, eh? A journey aborted. Yet, here we're left in its own kind of liminality. No joint this time? From the car, yeah. They really don't like you trying to take that through security. A different kind of space then. Differently structured kind of journey. The structures we move through can change so much of how we experience a moment. Sometimes we move through structures and it doesn't even feel like we're the ones moving. Conversations can move ideas forward or propel us to new actions. Of course, how we structure conversation also changes how we interact with it, and thus how we experience it. A natural flow of conversation from point A to point B, or a meandering wheel of dialogue. I got stuck like this once as a kid, lost in a store that had closed. This airport is a strange structure. That's a statement I can get behind. I think all airports are. Such a massive structure with such specific utility, yet turned into architectural art, a display of strength and commerce. They do their best to make a certain kind of person feel welcome, comfortable, at ease. All the while you're stuck in here for hours, scrutinized from top to bottom, inside and out, constantly warned about unattended baggage. And they're kind of purgatory. What time is it? What time is your flight? Doesn't matter. Time is meaningless here. Grab a drink at the bar. I don't know about any of these. I don't want to say it's beautiful. I don't know exactly that it's oppressive. Dang. I don't know about any of these. I'd say the structure is maybe meaningless. I'm not sure which one to go with. You really think so? You don't think the arc of the roof, airiness, or endless stretches of hallway affect you? I wandered around that store for an hour, thinking my parents had left me on purpose. Oh, shit. Let's see about this. Stories have structure too. Of course they do. Take any screenwriting class that's pounded into your brain pretty quickly. Rules to follow if you want to do it right. But there is no right. There's just the kind of story you want to tell. And how you tell the story affects everything about it. A hero's journey or just a slice of life. What do you want to impart on your audience? Hope? Catharsis? An important message? Or just get them to think? 3-act, 5-act, Kisho Tenketsu, or a simple vignette? Kisho Tenketsu? The hell is that? Introduction, development, twist, resolution. Ah, okay. So, a lot of thrillers then. My parents left me alone in a store when it closed. As I wandered the empty aisles, the toys came alive and taunted me, but other toys helped me find my voice. Only my silence had left me powerless. Through communication, we were able to coexist for a time. Okay, so what is this about conversation structure? Well, look at any game you've played. Does dialogue flow boldly forward without looking back, or do you return again and again to ask a series of questions, get the exposition you need? Both. It's the same in real life. Does something you say create a whole new branch of conversation? Do you ever go back to the original point, or is the tangent the new conversation? Conversation is the structure in which we interact with one another. Is it formal, friendly, boiling over with in-jokes or references? Will the animals in aisle 4 ever stop gossiping? You know, this is my favorite bar on the terminal. Oh. We just moved on from that one, I guess. I like talking to people, getting to know them. You're in luck. That's all we've got here. Well, that and loitering. People can be fascinating, bringing all new perspectives to how you move through your own life. All new stories. Made friends with the whole toy section, though. Company helps us pass the time. Maybe learn something about ourselves. So what are you doing here? Thinking about stories, as always. Thinking about these conversations. Hoping you get something out of it, you know? As storytellers, we always hope someone gets something out of it. As storytellers, we create the fixtures and foundations on which will stand the key learnings of the next generation. Like builders, we toil to render, as if concrete, the most desperate truths we have uncovered. We structure our stories, and thus we structure our culture, our future. What are you doing here? Well, currently, waiting. The flights are never coming, you know. So wait, but open your mind while you do. Let yourself be in this space. But what are you really doing here? I don't know. As with life, what am I doing here? I don't know. There was an infinite past which I didn't exist, and now on this blip, for some reason, these particular conglomerate of universal elements has the ability to wonder about itself. I don't know what I'm doing here. That's okay. And leave yourself open to whatever you might find. But what are you really doing here? That's what I'm really doing here. I have no clue. Okay. It's worth thinking about. It's worth being mindful of. We can only set up the structures. You have to go on the journey. Follow the voices if you want to see this one through. But be sure to come back sometime to catch your flight. What do you mean? I don't know. I guess you'll see. Let yourself wander in the meantime. There's lots to find. I never did find my way out of that storm.
What are the structures around you?
Jesus!
How do they shape this space?
God, lady.
How do they shape how you feel, how you behave? Which way will you go now?
Ooh.
This space beckons you onward. Turning back or retreading old ground will only prolong the inevitable.
Well, that sounds a bit ominous. This is a big airport terminal. Damn. Tall, too. Can I reach that area up there? I don't know if I can. It might be a little tall for my little feetsies. Oh, well, I was pressing the wrong button. Oh, well. Let's see what the next thing is about, shall we? So she was saying to go around and follow these voices. Oh, and also I did notice, so she was kind of like in that conversation when we brought...
Explore the empty spaces. Trust your intuition and journey onward. But as you survey the potential paths before you, allow some of these spaces to remain empty. Accept that there will always be paths not taken.
Fair enough. Where'd that circle go? I thought... Oh, way over there. Oh, okay, I guess this was the one that I was going for. But I noticed that was like the first time a conversation actually looped.
But we do not move constantly.
I was just saying that I noticed the conversation loop when she was bringing up looping conversations. That was the only time in the game thus far when that happened. Okay, good. I've made my point. Thank you very much. Intercom lady. Also, could we get like some lights on in here? I mean, damn. All right, let me just... mess that up. Let me up there. Well, this was not what I intended.
Sometimes the path less traveled is not better or more rewarding. Sometimes it is simply more challenging. Life is full of unnecessary struggles. Of course, it's okay to persevere too. Sometimes it's necessary. But ask yourself why you do this, and why it has to be hard in these particular ways. Our journeys must pause at times.
She makes a good point, you know? It's not always the fact that the harder way is the better way.
A moment to reflect. A stillness that expands the mind.
Ah!
But stillness and presence of mind do not require stillness of body.
Okay, so you're saying I need to keep moving? Anyway, my point is that exactly what she said. Just because something is harder doesn't necessarily mean that it is the more rewarding option. You know, you don't have to make things super hard on yourself. In fact, sometimes it's actually to your own detriment.
Only once you are aware of the structures surrounding you can you choose how to move through them, or whether to break free altogether.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Is this break free? Okay, that's the harder path. See, that's what I'm talking about. Perfect analogy. Ooh, baby. Is this what you see when you die? Like a big airport terminal? Oh, man. Very pretty. Got changing colors? Hell yeah.
Cook Ting finished by saying, "Whenever I come to a complicated place, I size up the difficulties, tell myself to be patient and observant, keep focused on the present moment. I do not worry about time, and move with the greatest subtlety until, all at once, the whole thing comes apart, and I stand there holding the knife, turning to face each direction, completely satisfied."
This is space. This feels like Outer Wilds all of a sudden. This is... Oh! Well, that's a little strange. I thought this one didn't have an end. I thought that was like the point of it. Thank you for traveling with us. More journeys await. Okay. I thought the whole point was that that one wasn't going to end. You just kind of explore it and explore it until you decide to leave. I thought that was it. There we go. That took a strangely long amount of time. And now we're back here. Okay, that was a strange one. Busker, anything to add? Yeah, buddy. Vinyl records are cool and all, but did you know they're highly toxic, unrecyclable, disastrous to destroy or landfill? and give off cancer-causing chemicals just by existing? Vinyl records are made of PVC, and furthermore, generally made without regulation, unlike the PVC in your plumbing. The older the PVC, the more it leaches. Not a coincidence that it's making a comeback as crude oil prices are plummeting and people are looking to offload the massive supply still being produced. I mean, hey, I have a huge vinyl collection. I get it. The magic, the physical talisman, the ritual and focus of listening and having to flip it, the always unique crackle and distinctive warmth. It just sucks. And we've got to demand better, you know? Instead of blindly cozying up to the toxic parts of the past. You speak mad facts, my guy. Any more drinks in here? My favorite lad? Yeah, buddy. I think. This may or may not be. Gotta get the backspace button ready. Oh, gosh. What am I? Oh, I had the buttons pressed wrong. Oh. Well, I dig the art, man. Okay. Well, that'll do it for us for this episode. That was enjoyable, a little strange. The music was a little confusing and like kind of overstimulating, but all in all, we had the option, so we can turn that down, so it's fine. Glad we did that one this time. I will just say aesthetically, and there's probably a lot more that I could have explored, but aesthetically, that was not my favorite story, which is okay. It's completely okay. We each have our own, you know, favorites and stuff like that. But the path will be next time. I think that's the last, unless they're going to pull out like a surprise fifth. But that's still going to be a good time. It's a little more on the rails. I think that this story does that the best, when it's like, you know, pushing you in one general direction, or y'all get what I'm saying. So hope y'all enjoyed this video and hoping you're liking the game as much as I am. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe so you know exactly when my next video goes up, which should be on Tuesday. And I'm not quite sure what I'll be playing yet, but I feel like I'm kind of feeling more of a horror mood recently, so we might dip our toesies back into the horror pool. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. And as always, remember to stay happy, stay healthy, eat lots of food, drink lots of water, have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all here on Tuesday. Bye-bye, everybody.